wall doesn't lie. The wall is the circle. The circle is infinite. The infinite is lies. Our life is a lie. One letter off. What does it mean to believe? What does it mean to live? What word is in the middle of believe? As you tumble, are you humble? Do you know it all? Can you admit that you don't? Do you care to know? Do you care to grow? Do you want it more? What's below? No, no, no. Are you of this world? Or of this world? Are you the pearl? Or the swine? Be defined and don't whine. Just shine.
Welcome back, ballers, to another episode of Knowledge Pays. Today we're going to go over last night's two games that I had put out on my Winnable and Patreon pages in Major League Baseball. This one should be very short and sweet. Thank you guys for joining. I know latest in the news about the death of Hulk Hogan. There will be a lot more to come on that. And some of the other content creators out there are already working on some of those things. So keep an eye out for more to go. Yep, Thornator just touched on that. I guess I'll just knock that one right out of the way. I had little to no time to get any sort of coding done, but just take a look how Hogan died exactly 18 days before his upcoming birthday, where Hogan equals 18 in the reverse reduction cipher. And plenty more where that came from. I know that one isn't too mind-blowing, but once again, this short stream is going to be dedicated to the two wins that, technically three wins, that I put out on Patreon yesterday. So congrats to everybody who took advantage of the knowledge. So first game, this one's a little bit simpler. We took a look at the Angels versus the Mets game, and this one just had everything to do with the number alignment of Los Angeles, which equals 37 and 53. So in knowing your number alignments, especially with the different cities and whatnot associated with sports teams, that's all I needed to see for this one. I simply saw that with a loss, the Angels could drop or pick up their 53rd season loss, while the Mets could pick up their 37th home win, where in the reduction or Pythagorean ciphers of Gematria, Los Angeles equals 37 and 53. So that one was perfect. And sure enough, the Mets won 6-3. The one I was most excited about, and another congrats to those that lean into a sports pick when their team is down, but still really like the narrative. For those that don't know, I touched on this on the Occult Rejects yesterday with Rambo and a bunch of the other Occult Rejects out there. Shout out and thank you to Nick once again for having us last night. We had a blast. It was a lot of fun. Make sure to check that out, you guys. But we talked about how yesterday, July 23rd, was also the death anniversary of Michael Jordan's father. Okay. And that matters because Michael Jordan actually took 2 years off in between his two three-peats that he had in his career to play baseball. And he wanted to do that because his dad always wanted him to play baseball. JH1, how are you, my friend? I saw you were all up in the chat yesterday. Really appreciate your engagement and, you know, the additional contributions that you bring, man. It's actually, I don't know if you're male or female, so I'm just going to call you JH1. So, thank you for the love and support. I really appreciate it. So once again, we're talking about yesterday being the death anniversary of Michael Jordan's father's death. And that matters because when Michael Jordan took time off 2 years to play baseball, he was playing for the Chicago White Sox. Most of it was in the minor league affiliates, but he was a Chicago White Sox at a time. And when you take a look at this is just another example. I'm very familiar with what Jordan equals and all of the base ciphers, just like Los Angeles. And in knowing that it was Michael Jordan's father's death anniversary on July 23rd, I was like, oh, well, Jordan equals 37. That's interesting. And so does Chicago. So for Michael Jordan's Chicago team to win on the death anniversary of his father, it just made a lot of sense for the 37 alignment, just that alone. Thornator says that the Hulk Hogan lived in Tampa Bay. Okay. I appreciate these contributions when it comes to Hulk Hogan, because I'll have more information on that in another stream. 88 definitely going to be associated with Hulk Hogan. Yeah, definitely. I mean, just think about his birthday, August 11th. 8 times 11 is 88, right? So just another example to throw in there. Thank you, JH1, once again. So once again, we're only talking about 2 games here, but another thing you guys should know about Michael Jordan, if you aren't too familiar with his career, but when his father died, from my understanding, it was on his way to his 3rd championship, which is why when he won, there's this photo I showed here of him laying in the locker room crying because his father died and he just won his 3rd back-to-back championship. But there was a 66 alignment here as well. I noticed that the White Sox would also stay on 66 losses if they won, which matters because Michael Jordan, his height is reported at 6'6". He went 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals. He won 6 championships, 6 NBA Finals MVPs, and he scored exactly 666 points in the 1993 NBA season through the playoffs. Don't forget that Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan, which worships the number 666, was born in Chicago. Don't forget about how the Bulls logo also looks like the beast. They were founded in 66, the same year as the Church of Satan was founded. So things to think about. Another 666 alignment, you guys, just look at Michael Jordan's birthday and Michael Jordan's father's birthday as well. And they both have a 66 alignment, and that is because Michael Jordan was born on the day that leaves 317 days left in the year, and his father was born on the day written 3/1/7. And that matters because 317 is the 66 prime. And like I mentioned, the Bulls were founded in 66, just like the Church of Satan. And number of the beast equals 66, which is referenced in the 66th book of the Bible. And in closing, you guys, just the Tampa Bay alignment, why were they playing in Tampa Bay yesterday? Well, when you know your sports teams and where these teams play, there is a NFL alignment with this particular baseball alignment. And I say that because Tampa Bay is home of Raymond James Stadium, which matters because Michael Jordan's father, his full name is James Raymond Jordan Sr., right? So that was perfect. And don't forget about how Michael Jordan is often times compared to LeBron, or either way you want to phrase it. And LeBron's middle name is Raymond, 1 letter off from Raymond. So a lot more I could say about that, but sure enough, the White Sox were actually down late in this game. I want to say it was the 7th or the 8th inning. They were down by 2 or 3 runs. And their value, when that happens in sports betting, if you still like the team to win, that's the time to really capitalize on their value, because I want to say at one point they were plus 1,400 on the money line to win. So you would get a very nice payout if they do end up coming back. And sure enough, in the 8th inning, they had quite a stretch. So anyways, that's all I have for this particular stream. I like to keep these ones short and sweet, going over the wins. And yeah, keep an eye out for my next my next video when it comes to Hulk Hogan. There's just going to be a lot of information flowing out today by some different folks in the community, and obviously I will share what I can get my hands on as well. So thank you guys as always for the love and the support, for the contributions, and with that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe and the share where you see fit. If you guys are interested in any of this content coming out before game time, I do have my Patreon link in the description of the video. And on top of that, it is $50 or $60 a month. You can pick which tier you would like, but essentially when you break it down, it comes out to $2 a day at most for this type of information. So something to keep in mind. JH1, you say, will you be hoping on live or just uploading? Well, since this is a live stream, once this video closes, then it will just be posted as my latest video under the live tab. And I might be able to get on to another live stream in a few hours as more information comes out on Hulk Hogan. So keep an eye out for that as well, JH1. Really appreciate you. And as always, thank you for the love and the support. And make sure to take care of yourselves. Until next time. Peace, ballers.